Hello, my name is Shadley. Welcome back for another episode of Scandinavian Superpower in Vicky 2. And in previous episodes, we finally got some of the industry going, and we also increased our military back up a little bit. We're probably going to do that a bit more today, actually. No, not Navy. Although we do need to expand our Navy soon enough, I reckon. Let's get another bit of artillery, and maybe build that in Falun. That's close by at least. We're going to be spending a bit of money here, but there we go. We got railroad in Karlskrona, which means that it might not be linked to the rest of the stuff, unfortunately. Not directly, anyway. Oh, population growth. Haha. Excellent. So our population has grown a little bit throughout this. Well, we've been playing for, what, 12 years so far, but of course the game is only 100 years total. Of course, once we start doing a bit more wars and that sort of stuff, it is going to go a bit slower. And then, of course, if and when China westernizes, then the game might not like that at all. There's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. Oh, but there is some that I can do, and that is more diplomacy, so I'm just going to make sure you do not want to ally me. No, I mean, it's not that, well, distance is a bit high, and base reluctance is countered by our relations. Okay, so that's good. Then there's distance, too many alliances, army strength and navy strength to counter, and we just don't have the points for that. Right, what about UK? I'm guessing you do not want to ally either. Nope. I can increase relations at least. And then Russia. I'm guessing you don't want to ally either. Political consideration opinion is pretty high. Okay, so it's a maybe, but too many alliances already, so in practice not really. What about... Oh, interesting. If I start to improve relations with Austria, I might be able to ally them. Maybe. Quite a bit of the newspapers here, so there's war with Venezuela and Brazil. Or at least was. And a few other things, but just most of those newspapers aren't necessarily all that interesting in the long run. They give a nice little thing at the start to have a look at and all that sort of stuff, but it's just... You will see most of the kind of articles relatively quickly as far as I've experienced it. Prestige gain, good. Okay, so we got that one done. I think we might want to improve a little bit. Artillery attack, for example, wouldn't be bad. Give a bit higher support from them, or actually, the professionalism is good. Extra morale and tactics. If I remember correctly, it works fairly well as the tactics in EU4, or fairly similar as that. And I think I might want to move this army down south of Karlskrona again. Now, let's have a look. Denmark is not a secondary power. They're still friendly with Prussia. That is kind of a problem in it. Because we've got another railway in Kalmar. Oh, it did actually connect all of this. Good. Very good. So, the rest of these should be connecting to the existing ones as well. Unless... Oh, well, Gotland won't, but... You know, Scotland. Unfortunately, you can't make Gotland independent in this. Shared prestige. Okay, so we've got at least a little bit. We're now on 13 on the powers list. So, fairly middle and the secondary powers. Wait, what? Hold on a minute, what was this? Ah, right. UK is now neutral on Denmark. Timber production, oh, plus 10% on that one. Election season is starting. But we are certainly getting a nice amount of money, and there's only the furniture factory currently underway. I might invest a little bit on that so we can get it underway. They might not get everything in there, but it's still a decent factory. You know, spread around a little bit of the strength that we have. In a smart manner. Right, so that's there. How's the ships doing? The ships have been repaired. So that's good. I should have let the ships repair a longer time before the war against Denmark anyway. Although actually... Oh, right, we are on max... Okay, well that would make sense. I think we should let people have their fate just to get the pluralism higher a little bit. How are the factories doing, by the way? Oh, they are now getting another steel factory, okay. Also, the fabric production goes up. And this steel factory has... It's still making profit every now and then. And honestly, that's not too bad. The explosives factory is something that I'm a bit more worried about. Ah, factory output efficiency goes up. Good. 2 new railways have been completed. We're getting a massive amount of money. Okay, I think I might want to lower the taxes on the poor then to like 85? Then 80 or 90 and 95. I like to keep it like in 5% increments here. But that does mean that, yeah, a little bit less taxes for us, but at the same time, we're still selling quite a bit of things. And then, of course, if they meet all their needs, they are more likely to upgrade to the next strata, which is going to be better in fairly many ways, I'd say. Pro-military, I'll go for the 15% increase there. I don't want to get the militancy of the anti-military people up. But we certainly do need a military, don't we? You know what? Let's go ahead and build a ship first. We haven't built any of those yet. How many do we actually have? Oh, right, you can see the stuff here. Can we see the tactics? 175% right now. Once we get the army professional, that's going to go to 200. Supply consumption is currently 60, because we are in peace. I suppose that makes sense. Let's get another frigate. I know that we lost 2 of those, so replenishing some of the ships is not a bad idea. Also, we are going to need some transport. Start with 1 though. Still getting the resources in there. Oh, the Clipper convoys are probably... It's not a lot of them available, is there? Conservative Reactor Party has got most of the vote, and Liberals got a tiny bit there. Then cotton, wool, silk and fabric productions go up. Alright then. So we're going to get the professionals in... Ooh, we're now on 12. Oh, number 12. So, yeah, we're right in the middle of the secondary powers right now. Assuming that we can keep up with the prestige, we should be okay. If we can't, then we will have a problem. Right, Austria. You still don't want to ally me, do you? No. Well, we can certainly improve that. And then Russia, I'm just making sure that you don't want to ally me. Nope, you don't. Is that going down, actually? It is, because we got a valid casus belli against them. Or they might have a casus belli on me, I don't know. Maybe I got some claims on... Yeah, I got claims on there. I'm just making sure that they don't have... Course, no, they don't. Right, professional goes up. I think it's time to go for another industry thing. Maybe the railroad or the steam engine. That would increase the mining output again, and farming, and then grain production as well after that. The railroad is always nice. On the other hand, cheap iron... That would increase the iron production a lot. With all the innovations. Interchangeable parts. I don't think I'm gonna get the railroads though first. Just so that we can start upgrading everything. And that is then gonna be... Oh, did we get the... We got some Clipper convoys, but not much. I think it's just... United Kingdom is just buying everything. Okay, Austria, can I improve relations with you again? I can, I'm just making sure. It's minus 30. Slowly but surely we might just be able to ally them. Sure, we'll take more prestige. So number 13 in terms of prestige, 12 in terms of industrial power. I mean, we are slowly industrializing here, so that's quite nice. Anarcho-liberalist, okay. Not exactly what I was expecting. And France, you do kind of like us. Oh wow. Political consideration plus 25. Even though you have too many allies, so I think if we can just make ourselves a bit larger army or something. Yeah, that frigate is not coming along. Alright then, well, let's build an army. Infantry. I'll start with the Karlskrona. Maybe Malmo. Gonna be 2 units. That's potentially gonna give us a bit more military power at least. And actually, yeah, it is gonna give us some military power and other things as well. Maybe make us strong enough in the... Oh, morale goes up, good. Strong enough in the eyes of others. Like France, for example. That they might ally us. Like, it is so close and we need an ally that can help us. Then we can maybe take on Denmark again. Although, let's have a look. Is Denmark... They are a secondary power now. They're still friendly with Prussia. I didn't expect them to be a secondary power. Oh, more prestige, sure. Labour organization by Marcus Thrain. And yeah, for some reason Denmark hates us. I don't know why. Right, okay, we've gotten up to almost 20 resource points per a month now. Oh, actually no, that's a daily increase. Right, but anyway, we've gotten a little bit higher there. But not high enough. Combine those 2 armies there. I suppose I could have done it in here as well, but... Yeah, we've got a tiny bit of reinforcements. Now, France. Nope, still too weak. And now we're losing it. Well, we were losing a little bit of money. It's probably just still filling out the stockpile, it is. Eventually it's going to get better, and the railroads are almost completed already. Also, when do we get the... That's 1860s. Okay, so we've got 10 years before we can increase the research speed again. Right, we got that. Let's get another commerce. Factory output is always nice. Factory input and prestige. Or tax efficiency. I think we're going to go for the input, actually. That is going to allow us to produce a bit more, or use a bit less resources. Which means that then we can produce more, technically speaking. Oh, and crane production increase, more prestige. So I think we actually, if we have a look at diplomacy right now, and we go at the sort by rank. Actually, can we see how much do we have total? 83 score, Sicily has 89, and Bavaria has 66. So we are quite firmly currently on number 12. If we get a bit higher, we might be able to pass 2 Sicilies. Ottomans, on the other hand, are quite a bit higher. Who is the number... Oh, Netherlands is a great power. Oh, well done on them. Well done indeed. That was a bit of a lag spike there. Something must have been happening also. I suppose we could put the message log on here. Didn't even think about it before. Ah, there we go. We got the ship completed. It's not going to give us a lot of military power, unfortunately, but because it's not a capital ship. But at the same time, it's at least another ship that we can use to fend off the Danish fleet. On the other hand, we might be fighting quite a bit more. Let's actually build a fort in Malmo. It's going to be quite expensive. Oh, share prestige, excellent. Mechanical saw, timber production goes up. Good. We do produce a lot of timber, to be fair. Now, Austria, are you willing to... No, you're not willing to take the alliance. Actually, how much can we... We can still improve relations enough to get that alliance into existence. Oh, and more prestige, excellent. Now, are we building up new projects? We're still building the luxury factory. Oh, and we're going to get some more railway upgrades, which I suppose we are already doing. It's going to help upgrade some of those. Actually, no, I think they're building the railway still first in there. You know what, Stockholm? I'm going to expand that railway manually. And... Actually, Falun is probably something that we might want to... Well, actually, Västerås is slightly more useful because it does produce more iron already. If we increase that even further, that's going to be good. You know, do some of those manually. I'm going to let the capitalists do quite a... Oh, UK is now cordial with Denmark. That's a bit concerning. Not a war. Actually, are there any wars ongoing right now? I'm sure that there are some. No, they are not. Oh, we can get fish or lose some medicines. Oh, there's not that much medicines, is there? Right, but let's... They will not accept the alliance yet. Let's increase relations with Austria once more. Now, I do not have claims on Denmark right now. Ah, there we go. Machine parts can now be done, and luxury furniture factory has been completed here. It doesn't have a railroad yet. Not that it necessarily matters that much, because it just takes... Well, it does, but it takes the entire state into account with the factory throughput increase. Oh, Prussia is trying to make sure that Denmark doesn't go under UK rule. Right, well, we got those two. I think we might want to get some naval tech. Maybe we'll get the max naval base right now. So we can then improve our naval base, for example, in Drammen, which is a bit closer to Africa than Karlskrona is. Oh, we're building a cement factory. That's actually really good. That's going to be in Svealand. That's fine, actually. Jodeland is having a pretty darn good steel factory in there. I'm getting a... Oh, steel factory, not Norge. That's not quite as impressive. Oh, we're having a lack of... Oh, how much are we using? Hold on, is there something... We are using a lot, aren't we? Hold on, production. Iron, we only produce... Oh, we produce so little. Okay, we need the cheap iron next. We definitely need the cheap iron to get the iron production up. Got some more newspapers. I'm probably not going to check them right now. Although it might give us some nice idea or nice information from time to time, but it's a lot of it is just not that important information. So interestingly enough, Schleswig is in the Austrian sphere. Speaking of Austria, still won't accept my alliance. I'm sure they will soon. And now we're losing money. Is there because some factories are not producing anything? Oh no, these both are producing... Well, oh, right, but this one isn't. Trying to get tropical wood, but we're not having a great time, are we? It did actually manage to produce something for a little bit there, but yeah, no, it is costing us quite a bit. On the other hand, we have also got a massive amount of soldiers in here. How about we just encourage the basic industry again? And over here we could encourage the wood industry. And there we go, the railway over here is... No, actually, it hasn't increased. We got the cement factory, didn't we? We're dead, and that's going to use a lot more of our coal, which, frankly, we don't have that much product. Oh, there we go, Austria offers an alliance. I will accept that, so we got at least an ally. Not necessarily a strong ally, mind you, but an ally nonetheless. So Battleship Column Doctrine is going to be done in March this year. And after that we'll take the cheap iron just for the actual iron production, because that is kind of hindering our steel production right now. Oh, yes, we shall send a expedition. Rumors about in botanical circles that the Russian Empire has launched a botanical expedition to Yakutat. According to the rumors, Flora Yakutat is a veritable cornucopia of beauty and biological diversity. While Yakutat is a Russian colony, we could attempt to send an expedition of our own. It might be frowned upon, but the discoveries we could make do have strange allure of their own. Yeah, we'll send something in there. I don't... Oh, actually, is it this? Ah. That Drammen is the closest one for us. Oh, actually, if we were to get a... So Norwich doesn't have a naval base. I think Bodo might be like a logical place for a base, or Trondheim. But like if we go for Hammerfest, that would give us a pretty close range to this, but we don't have the life expectancy to actually get in here yet. We need to get the priest-loaded rifles and state and government to get those. Of course, priest-loaded rifles is something that we could already unlock. And is the state and governance... Oh, state and government is down here, so we need to go through the ideological thought. But no, first we take the cheap iron. After that we might start thinking about those, because if we could take some land over here... Not that it's a particularly good land necessarily, but... Actually, it's mostly... Yeah, it's mostly timber, actually. Level base, max level, right. Cheap iron, underway. That's going to be done in April next year, so it does take a bit longer. But I think it's still going to be fine. Let's actually make sure to improve relations with... Oh, we can't improve relations with Austria anymore. Alright then, can I improve relations with you? You would not actually... Oh, too many great power allies. Right. So I suppose I've gone to the Camp Austria right now. Not entirely sure if that was a wise thing, but at least we have an ally. So, it's better than nothing. I suppose what I could try to do is I could try to ally someone like Mecklenburg, maybe? I don't know if I can actually ally them, but, you know, get some allies from elsewhere. Oh, right, yeah, we got the cement factory in Stockholm, but that's probably going to be costing quite a bit. We are actually losing tremendous amount of cash right now. Total expenses... Oh, national stockpile purchase is quite high there. Yeah, that's like half of our expenditures. And, well, naval units is part of it. Actually, quite big part of it. Clipper convoys. So getting a Clipper convoy factory would actually probably be quite smart. Can we make a Clipper convoy factory though? Let's have a look. Let's show the empty states. I think Ostlandet might be a good place for it, if we can actually afford it. Clipper shipyard, we don't have the money for it. But that would be something that would actually be quite profitable in the long run. Oh, now we're getting some money. Not much, mind you. Oh, mobilization impact goes down. So if and when we do mobilize, there's going to be a bit less of an impact on the economy. Old Man of the Sea. Sure, we'll get the fish. Sell that, or something. Technical expedition returns. Blast. We lost some of the prestige, and now we dropped back to 13. Now, I suppose I... Oh, no, I can't actually improve relations with that. Let's take a quick gander, though. What about Netherlands? I suppose we could improve relations with you, and... the secondary powers... It would be nice if the secondary powers were shown one way or another, like, a bit easier than just running through here. Wait, Lübeck? Oh, wow. You might want to ally Lübeck. Although they are in the Prussian sphere. Perhaps... Do they... Oh, they have a massive prestige. Okay, that makes sense. So that's how you can become a secondary power. Not necessarily a great power alone with just prestige, but secondary power, yeah, that's definitely possible. Now that we're getting some money, I might want to actually recruit another cavalry unit. Actually, let's have a look. Cavalry has attack of 4, defense of 2, reconnaissance of 1, so dragoons are actually a bit better in combat. But are they... Yeah, they're maybe a bit more expensive, but yeah, we'll get one of our dragoon units in Karlstad. We'll probably move this into Karlstad to wait then. Since we've got some of the railways in here, the movement is actually a little bit faster. There's not a massive increase there yet, but it's certainly something that later game it is going to be quite a big difference from the start of the game. Slowly building up the second army because technically we could. Oh, there we go, what was built? Railroad. Good. Oh, the Dragoon is taking another 100 days. An attempt to justify war using demand concession casus belli against Kokand by Russian Empire was... Okay, got scared there for a moment. Thought that they had started justifying war against me, and that was not a good thing, I would say. There we go, railway upgraded in Stockholm. Still getting the cheap iron, but we are actually going to have to call the end for the episode right about here. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.